Morning, mates. It's the day after PAX. It's already past lunch. I am doing my loot haul because I felt like I wanted to do something productive today. First off, this is what I got. Oh, hang on, you focusing? Good. What I run around PAX with most of the time. Lovely camera. There's bloody night and day difference between a real camera and a phone camera. It was just so much fun using this. I bloody love it. So there we go. We'll whack that to the side. Because that is full of footage that I need to get off and edit into a video. Let's get started, shall we? Because I haven't even edited anything yet. So, first off, well, we've got a bag. We're going to have a lot of bags. It's a PAX bag. Down on the floor you go. I'm going to have to sort this shit. Here is where I spent... Oh, hang on. Here we go. We got the Omen hat. Because I played Overwatch at the Omen truck. Got an Omen pin as well. But, here's a problem, right? You see this? Not a snapback. It does not fit my head. My friend Holly, who I think you would have seen by this point in the video, I don't bloody know. I haven't edited yet. She's got a tiny head, so the hat doesn't fit her because it's too bloody big. I've got a massive head, so the hat doesn't fit me because it's too bloody small. Well, that's going to go sit up there on my shelf and look pretty. Oh yeah, fucking, of all the things to pull out first off, here's Jeremy. This is my D&D character sheet, so... I played Jeremy, the human bard. He's a bit of a fool, you see. He wears a fool's hat, and he dances around. And, Jeremy ended up shouting an old man to death. The main villain of the plot, he vicious mockeried, and gave him a heart attack. And it was, quite the fun game. The best thing from that game, so I played, it was D&D 5th edition, and it was the Adventurers League thing where, you can play at cons and stuff, and each time you play, you can, level up, and basically, it's like you take your character, which gets checked off by DMs, so because it's like the DM has a DM code and all that stuff, and so it's legal to take to any other game and basically keep playing. So it's for those people who want to play at cons and meetups and stuff, and keep the same characters, and you can also go into tournaments and all that. So it's like a sort of a persistent world that's all checked off by confirmed DMs, like, hey, this DM isn't just going to give you magic weapons for free, sort of thing. I think. If I recall rightly, they're a lot looser on it nowadays, but I recall rightly, you had to get, like, signed slips that said, yes, this character was given a magic weapon and stuff in the, at least in the old days. Anyway, so, the biggest thing I noticed with that was the group, I might give you something pretty to look at. The group I played with was actually all, apart from me and my mate Sam, who were, we went there together, they were all, what? I'd probably say 40 plus, like, and they were great to play with. They're all legends. I loved them. But I was surprised, because I was going like, God, it's a con game. That's why I picked Bard, was I thought I might just have to sort of lead the party and be the most talkative one to try and get people role-playing. But no, they really got into it. It was great. So, because I was afraid we were going to get like 12-year-olds and stuff, and people who'd never played D&D before. We had a few people, I think 1 or 2 people we knew. But they were still like actually willing to get into it, and I bloody love that. So, con game. My first ever con game, after like 6-7 years of D&D. And that was really enjoyable. Now, Star Wars Destiny. This is where I ended up spending most of my money throughout the day, was on just board games and shit, because... And dice. There's dice too. Don't you worry, we'll get the dice next. Star Wars Destiny. It's that 2-player card game that actually look really neat. So you've got like... It's the dice card game. Here we go. Actually, oh fuck it, I'll break it open. It's where you've got... Oh, come on, you prick. There we go. Yep, prick. Actually, I might do like a loot haul video and an edited video. We'll see. I'll see how long this loot haul goes for. But I might just cut things down. Hang on, how the bloody hell do you open this box? Oh, here we go. So this is a sort of like a combo card building game. Mention Madness. Here we go. Ah, the big fat dice, you know. So it's, oh, you roll them out and you're like, okay, so I've now got, I think that's like a shot and a shot, but I could also roll 3 blasters. Fuck, I don't know what any of these mean. I've seen people play it, and it looks really good. I mean, look, you got light side Kylo Ren there. There we go. Holy shit. Yeah, so you have like all the special dice, and yeah, there's what's called Rey, Butte, and of course you've got all of your cards. So you build a card deck, you play it out, sort of like any card game, but then you actually roll dice and you deal damage, and you can kill characters, and there's a bunch of different decks and stuff. There's actually a really big sort of tournament / gaming scene around this, because it's like, you know, oh, I play a resource deck that, you know, builds up and just, you know, builds weapons or puts out individual soldiers, or, you know, I built a Stormtrooper deck, where, like, a Stormtrooper is a character you can have, which is just, like, a super weak character, but you can have a bunch of them, you know, and, or I play, you know, a Jedi deck, where I only play with Jedi, or Sith, or whatever, or... Oh, that's gone out of focus. Whoops. Alright. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, we'll leave it here, because it looks pretty. There we go. Here is the rest of my dice. Now, I actually tried to get some Edge of the Empire dice, but they've sold out of them pretty much immediately, which was the Star Wars RPG, I guess, yeah, RPG, sort of like role-playing game, with the super cool dice system where you've got, you know, like the advantage dice, disadvantage dice, bonus dice, and it's like this unique dice system that is really cool. So you can fail a roll, but still get an edge, or you can succeed, but something goes wrong, and like that's what the dice tell you. You can spend it on bonuses and all that stuff. But I got Hematite. Now this is my favorite dice here, probably. It's a metal. Now it's what this is. The reason why I got this is because Dwarf Fortress. It's metal oxide. It's the ore of metal or whatever. And that red die, if I can actually show you, phone, how dare you? That red die, which do the numbers, that's actually iron, because of course iron is red when it oxidizes. Oxidizes, I think is how you say that. I like how they put a dot so that you know it's a 6 and not a 9. Hang on, I'm not sure if you can see that. I'm 99% sure you can't see that, actually. Oh, there we go. But, yeah, there's no 9 in this dice. But, you know, either way, really cool dice, rolls well. I tried to get some obsidian, but, I mean, my mate's already got them, and I was like, oof, if I'm going to get obsidian, I need to get... The reason why you want obsidian is when you roll it together, you know, like this... Obsidian makes the nicest noise you will ever hear. It's amazing. I might just, I think they sold out of all the D6s for Obsidian, which is what I wanted. Oh, I can't quite remember. But anyway, I ended up not getting Obsidian. Next one was, oh god, I'm going to blank on this. Ah, that's what it was. Okay, I think this is Malachite. And literally anything green I love. I have, here is my dice bag. It is mostly green. I love green dice. I love green, so I love gold. That is my green dice. So yeah, and then we had this. This was kind of fun. It's just a speckled D6, but what it was a gumball machine filled with dice of all different kinds, and you just put $1 in and you got a dice. And I was like, you know what? I'm aware these are cheap dice, but I kind of want to get one. And I got the speckled D6, and I'm like, you know what? At least I can use this. Because I play Sith RP and Shadowrun and all that, but it's still, you know, just... The next kid got like a sick D20, which I was like, ah, oh, man, okay. Anyway, the next one was one I always wanted to get. Q Workshop was there, and I bought a lot of dice from them. But, here we go. Pop these open. These are their Shadowrun Decker dice, which, oh my god, because there's a Decker set of... Okay, for Shadowrun there's like... a few different archetypes. There's no classes in Shadowrun, but people generally become a type because, you know, like, you want to be good at shooting, and the people who are good at shooting are called street samurais, right? Or weapon specialists, yada yada yada, right? You know, there's like a general sort of thing you fall into, with a lot of crossover and all that sort. Popping this thing open. Ah, there we go. So they made, for 3 archetypes, the Decker, the Street Samurai, and the Mage, they made dice. And these are Q Workshops, and they're actually really nice. And they're, of course, green. And if we show you here, so what they are is, I think, here we go, yeah. So they've got the Shadowrun goat symbol for 1, and for 6, they've got the sick Decker. There we go. And then, you know, it's all like circuitry and shit. I fucking love the look of these. Shadowrun's great. And yeah, there you go. So you got a set of this, and it is quite good fun. I've always wanted to get them, but they were there in person. You're like, you know what? I'm going to finally splash it. The biggest thing for me is shipping, honestly, was why I wasn't getting the dice beforehand, because I could just grab them in person. They're actually a lot cheaper at the con, because I didn't have to pay for shipping. Which, I mean, I think Q Workshop ships... I don't know if it ships from Australia, but... all I remember, it was just like, they were cheap dice, but the shipping would just push me over, like, the... little bit too much limit, like, just for some dice. But in person, totally worth it. So, there we go. Next up. Okay, then came the cards and all the shit. This is just my pile of cards. There's 2 things here, which I shall, I'll save for the last, because they were the best. They were from when I met my bloody hero, and, the little present he gave me. But this was all the stuff I picked up from indie devs and sorts. I had to talk to a fair few of them. This is a receipt for a pint glass. Oh yeah, I bought a pint glass. Holy fuck, I forgot I bought that. This is great. Because I got rather sideways last night. It's lovely discovering the things I've bought. Okay, this is an envelope. Cool. Oh god. Oh god, this is, hang on. This is part of what, what the last thing's gonna be. I'm gonna put this to the side. Some of the store names were great. There's Japanime, Japanime Games. Senpai's JP was probably one of my favourite names for the booths. Okay, there was also Force of Will, I don't know. This is a card game, I think? Yeah. I think I got a card for it. Hang on. Might be here somewhere. This Force of Will? Yeah, I got this thing. I don't know. I'm not about to get into a card game. Not just yet. Destiny, yes, because that's a card dice game, see? And plus, I can play that with my mates. I'm not about to try and get them into this as well, but here we go. We'll keep the card. Toss the thing. Now, this was my favourite. I think this is, yeah, here we go. So it's Goat Entertainment. I don't know what this actually stands for. My brother said greatest of all time, which is what I'm guessing it will be, but this is probably one of my favourite games I played at PAX. So this is a racing game that I talked to the devs of. It's basically it's like so Formula 1 cars produce enough downforce to actually like stick them to the ground, right? So this is in tunnels where you can go upside down and you can stick to the roof and stuff, and because it's all in VR, you're driving in with a headset on and stuff, and just, oh my god, it felt so good. But you can also turn the downforce off to go faster, and it was like almost Tribes-esque driving with the whole like friction system. And yeah, the racing was really good. It was probably one of my favorite racing games. I don't generally play racing games just for fun, but I would play this for fun all the time. It was so good, and it's on Vive and Oculus, so I will be doing videos on this. Goat Entertainment. I love the name as well. But you know, fucking great lads though. I talked to them. Oh yeah, here we go. I've got my big thing. What is this? Future Physics Racer. Oh yeah, there was apparently a real-time strategy element, he said, and I was like, how the fuck do you do that? Yeah, you get like boosters and shit. You burn resources captured on the track for instant boost or upgrade your vehicle on the fly. And I was like, yo, holy shit. But it's Q4 2018 is when it comes out. Which is, it's not for a while, but I got to play it, and man, I'm hoping I can talk to the lads and figure something out about getting a little bit of an earlier copy, because, god, it felt fun. Like, and the best thing was, zero sickness, right? I put that bloody headset on, wasn't even set to me, because normally you got to, like, set headsets for, like, eye distance and stuff. Nothing. It was fine. It felt great. Now, in this game, I talked to Dev of him as well, of this as well, because Dead Static Drive. Now, these guys, these are all, like, Melbourne makers, people who made their games in Melbourne. I don't know if it was Australia. I think it was just Melbourne, but it might have been just Australia. But this was Dead Static Drive. It was like a combo of Kino, that escape driving game, GTA and Jalopy is how I would say. GTA, the old ones where you like looked down from the top, right? But it's like a sort of an isometric view. It's not like an isometric game, but it's like that sort of looking like you're here. The camera is my hands. The camera is looking down on an angle at you, right? But the whole thing is like there's like a time mechanic and there's food and all that stuff. You're like trying to basically get around and solve the mystery of what's happening. And it's like a sort of, I guess it's slightly surreal, but it was like, yeah, so you're like trying to find, you're finding weapons and food and places to rest and sleep, and time carries on as you drive around and travel or as you sleep and stuff. Oh my god, I got 3 of these coasters, didn't realise. Whoops. Anyway, so I got that guy's email. I cannot bloody wait to play it. I had a go at it, and it's so smooth, so well controlled and played. Oh my god. Good game, this. Filmed in widescreen Icavision? Oh shit, it's down there, you can barely read it. Focus, damn you. There we go. But yeah, it had a picture of one of those, oh, what do you call them? One of those forest demons with the black body, but like the yellow, the like deep white bones. Have like the white skull with like the antlers and the bloody, oh shit, all that stuff. So, yeah, no, that was good fun. It was really quite fun to play. It's kind of a weird game to describe. I'm not sure how I would describe it in like short words. It's a game that you need explanation. Now this is Sam. This is the lad I met up with, which I think if it is in the video, otherwise Lootbox, I don't know, I'll put their videos out at the same time, we'll see. But this is Aldrahill's fucking business card. Look at this. The tasteful thickness. There we go. I'll put all this shit in the description, but there we go. Sam, so he was the one that I met up. First time I met the lad, he is a right legend. So, it's bloody great, because I can rarely ever meet anyone from my profession, because they don't exist in Australia. Especially not the lads I play with. They're all UK-based. A few are more into Europe, and Vale, of course, and a few others are the US. But there we go. So, I need to get one of those for myself. Heist. Ah. This is one that I will definitely be playing. I've actually got a key here, but I can, oh, didn't show that, did I? Good. But I can actually talk to lads too. This is a non-lethal stealth game set in like I think it was 1940s, correct? But it's like that sort of like the old, like, you know, the detective, you know, the trench coat, fedora, sneaking through, and it was great fun. It was really smooth gameplay. It was, it's sort of like a Monaco escape game, Monaco heist game, right? Where you had to like sort of use the shadows, sneak through, but it was much higher quality. It was like a proper 3D modeled character sort of game, and so you had, you know, stick to shadows, distract guards, run your way through, avoid cameras, you know, all the standard stuff, and it was quite good fun for the bit I played. So there we go. That's Heist. Oh, Gamezilla. This was a card I got saying, "Come play Gamezilla." It's in one of Melbourne's oldest Japanese restaurants. Huh. But it's just a board game, tabletop RPG sort of meet-up. So there we go. There's a lot of that stuff, and I'm bloody glad, because I've never done much of it. This is Rumu. I got it, because it sounds like Rimmy. But what this is an adventure. It's a point-and-click adventure game. He's like sort of, he described that as like the basics of it. But really what you do is you sort of code and instruct your Rumu to do things, and slowly find out like the mysteries of the house that you're in. So this is an automated vacuum cleaner. Well, it's actually a sentient vacuum cleaner rather. And there's like a sentient Alexa, Amazon Alexa in the house, and so you have to sort of code your way around, and you drive around, and you find things, and you break into places that you're not meant to be in. You clean up messes and such. And yeah, so that was actually quite fun. I didn't get to play that unfortunately because the line for it was pretty bloody long, and everyone wanted to go have a go. But I was like, God, sitting there trying to get in, I didn't have the time. Anyway, on to the next one. Here we go. My lanyard. I have the standard Alienware one, and the Omen pin. That's a big thing. Dog? What are you doing? Pinny Arcade was a big thing. I saw people who had a ton of pins. I had like no idea what it was. I just got this Omen pin because I played Overwatch. And so I'm like, hey, I have a pin now. So there we go. When I go next year, I think pins are like very much one of those, like, go next year and get more pins and trade for more pins and more pins. Come back to PAX. Come back to PAX. Come back to PAX. And so on and so forth. Oh yeah, I got a friggin' one of these. They pre-charge power packs and stick them in a vending machine. I went in going, I won't need a power pack. I went out at lunchtime and went, I have a flat phone. And so I bought a power pack. Which I now have a power pack. I didn't actually have one before now, surprisingly. So that was nice. The biggest thing with phones at PAX was the reception was great. The data throughput was impossible. You would like send a message and it would be like, hey, full reception. But you wouldn't send it for like half an hour, or it would fail to send or whatever, because there was so many people trying to use the, fuck, computers just went dark. Trying to use the same tower and the same network. It was just ridiculous. It was impossible. Then I got my pint glass, which it's kind of hard to see because it's white, but it's really actually nice. It's like sort of grippy, but I loved it. The thing that swung me over to it was it's, you know, PAX Melbourne, and then down here is Australia, and it's got that sort of a nice look. I really do like the look of this, and it's nice having glasses, because I don't know what it is, but my house has the problem of having glasses that are awkward. They're either way too big or too small. Right? Sometimes you need a good glass that's like, that's a good amount of Coke or iced coffee or something. You don't want to get a fucking, the fat mega glasses, because I'm like, I'm not going to drink it, or I'm going to put like this much in it. And I don't want to get the small one, because I'm not going to have enough. You know, I'm going to have to go back upstairs, because I'm downstairs right in my house. I have to go back upstairs to the fridge and get another drink. This is the sort of glass you want. Lovely pint glass. You can fill about up to here. That's enough drink. Good stuff. Let's stick you to the side. Twitch. I was gonna get the Stream Like Nobody's Watching t-shirt, but I'll be honest, the t-shirts were really expensive, and I was like, I don't know what the quality of these are like. They felt like okay, but I don't know what the qualities are like, and I don't know what's exactly going to fit me because I wasn't sure what their sizing really was. That's the biggest problem with buying t-shirts these days. I generally go for I go for large generally because I fit a medium, but sometimes you're online and you're like, this is not a medium, this is way too small, or the medium is too short, and you're like, the bottom of my stomach's going to show if I wear this. What the fuck? And so I generally go on like, you know what, if it sags a bit, I don't give a shit, it's a t-shirt. But yeah, wasn't too sure, so I was like, I'm going to save my money for other things. But there we go, got the Twitch bag. A friend of mine, which you'll see in the video as well, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of shit you'll see in the video, got hers signed by Muesli, and Loser Fruits, bloody Baza, Tyrannon, how do you say it, Tyrannon, I think, and Cried, not Cry, how do you say his name, Crydon, or Creed? Fuck, oh god, I'm blanking on it. Anyway, point is, she got it signed by a bunch of people. So her bag is like fucking amazing now. Here we go. For Shadowrun, well, for bloody Sif RP rather, playing it. They had suede and leather dice cups. Oh, that doesn't work even slightly, but because there's too many dice. We're gonna roll a lot of dice, but I like the bloody. There we go. Suede and leather, and I was like, oh man, I kind of want suede. But then I actually tried the suede one. The suede, right? Look at this, right? So leather, slide on, right? Oh, hang on. Focus, would ya? Fucking autofocus. Yeah, suede, slides on. Oh, sorry, this is leather, rather. Slides on. And it's cheaper. The suede, you're like, alright, it's... like, it's sticky and stuck. Like, oh, there we go. We finally got the cap on. Alright. Slide it off. Cap's going... No, cap's not... That's stuck. Cap's back on. Like, I'm not going to pay more for a fucking awkward cup to use just because it's suede. It was, like, horribly... I don't know why. It was just so weird that, I guess just the material. The fancy material, but, was terrible to do. Oh my god, that was... No 5s or 6s. That was a terrible roll in Shadowrun. Or 5th at least. Anyway. But no, this is pretty cool. I like the little dragon design on it. Neat. I like the red of it as well. Here we go. Dice cup. Red to go with my green. Oh my god. Here we go. I'm stuck. Help. This is an Overwatch air freshener. Blueberry scent. Now, honestly, that is an amazing smell. This is actually Holly's originally. I got it from her because she doesn't have a car. And I'm like, can I have this? Because I have a car and I want it to smell good. And fuck me, does that smell amazing. It's Widowmaker. There you go. Now, that is nearly everything. I was tempted to get a few more board games, but as it was, I was like... The biggest thing that I was gonna spend more of my money on was Edge of the Empire, but they didn't have the dice, and I was like, alright, I'm not gonna get the core rulebook if I can't get the dice as well. And so I tapped out of that. Oh yeah, this is Q Workshop as well, the dice cup. But this was my treasured memory. Here we go. So, on the Jesse Cox panel, which I will have in the video, I went up on the stage first because he asked who bought the weirdest thing here. And now I swear to God, the gods aligned because earlier on I walked past the Senpai JP shop, wherever the bloody hell that card went. Yeah. Oh god, everything's everywhere. There we go, this shop. We'll just stick that there. Slide you all off to the side. I went there, and I went, you know what? Several mates are weebs, but as it is, I think it'd be funny to buy something. Because you know, it's worth it. I walked in, the first thing I saw was, there we go. Diva, in the fucking cut-off top, bunny ears, smiley love heart, love it. You know, beautiful, shameful, just what I love. And so Jesse asked, what's the weirdest thing someone's bought? And I'm like, no one really called out at first. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. This. And I called out Diva in a bikini decal. I honestly didn't remember that she wasn't really in a bikini. I'm just calling that a bikini. Shut the fuck up. And turns out, I apparently had the weirdest one in the room, because I got called up front. And as a prize for having the weirdest thing, he gave me this. Which, I believe he said, means it feels so good inside of me. I'm going to stick this on my wall, probably. I'm going to treasure it for a long time. And then one day, someone's going to walk in my room and go, Rimmy, why is there hentai on your wall? And I'll go, ha, well, back in PAX 2017, I got porn. Fuck, that whole panel was great. That was by far my highlight of PAX. Jesse Cox is a legend. He's one of the lads that inspired me to do YouTube in the first place, and hot fucking damn was it an enjoyable time. And now I have 2 things to give to my mate. Yeah. Right, that's the loot haul. I'm kind of sad I didn't get more big games, but at the same time, they're expensive as fuck. And I already own a lot of board games that we need to play as is. Like, we have so many board games that we've only played once or twice. I'm like, dude, I paid like 100 or 150 bucks for this board game. We need to play it a little bit more. Like Twilight Imperium, which has a 4th edition coming now, and I need to go buy that. So, we'll see. Later, mates.